If you are not one of the chosen ones, this message is not for you. But if something in your spirit has been whispering that something big is about to happen, if you've been sensing a shift in the atmosphere around your life, then listen carefully, because this message is divine confirmation that you are being positioned for unimaginable increase. God declares, "It's time," and when heaven says, "It's time," no force on earth can reverse it. Have you lately felt a strange magnetism toward success? A deep inner knowing that wealth, favor, and opportunity are about to meet you? That is not coincidence. That is the voice of heaven. The chosen ones are moving into a prophetic season of wealth transfer. The world may call it luck or timing, but you and I know better. This is destiny. You are not simply chasing success. You are being prepared to become a steward of abundance, not motivated by greed, but propelled by purpose. Heaven is raising up divine stewards to hold resources that will transform nations and shift the course of history. This message will not resonate with everyone. Only the true chosen ones will feel it deep in their being and recognize the call of heaven on their life. So if you sense that internal stirring, know this: heaven is confirming that you are part of something far greater than yourself. You are being positioned to receive favor, overflow, and opportunities that others cannot even fathom with natural understanding. The signs are all around you: sudden ideas, inner nudges, doors opening unexpectedly at the very moment you felt stuck. God is orchestrating behind the scenes, preparing you for the moment when everything changes in your favor. This is your prophetic reminder. Abundance is chasing you, not because you hustled harder, but because you aligned with divine timing and listened. Type 888 in the comments if your spirit echoes this truth. That number signals infinite abundance and divine prosperity entering your life. Like this video, subscribe to Divine Light Source, and share this message with another chosen one, because your billionaire season is about to begin. The prophetic season of wealth transfer. Chosen one, what is unfolding across the earth right now, these shifts, economic tremors, arenas of change, is not random. It is divine. We are living in a season of wealth transfer, a time when God is reallocating resources, ideas, and influence from the unfaithful to his chosen. See Deuteronomy 8:18. It is he who gives you the power to get wealth. You've probably sensed it for a while, that your life is being rearranged. Maybe you've walked through seasons of loss, financial struggle, or waiting, wondering when your turn would come. That was not punishment. That was preparation. Before the transfer, there is a test. Before the promise, there is a process. What you felt as a breakdown was actually a breakthrough in disguise. Understand this plainly. When heaven speaks of wealth, it's not simply about money. It's about influence, innovation, creativity, and divine resources unleashed through your life. True wealth begins in the spirit and manifests in the physical. See Proverbs 10:22. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. That's why you've had prophetic dreams, angelic visitations, and deep spiritual encounters lately. Heaven has been unveiling the blueprint of your financial destiny. The message is simple. God is entrusting his wealth to those who carry his heart, and that is you. The chosen ones awaken not to chase riches, but to channel them. You are not being blessed so you can shine alone. You are being blessed so you can build, to create businesses, movements, generate opportunities, bring light where darkness reigned. That is the difference between worldly wealth and divine wealth. Worldly wealth inflates the ego. Divine wealth expands the kingdom. When God elevates a chosen one, it's not to inflate pride, it's to empower purpose. Look around you. Systems are shifting, structures are crumbling. Out of the chaos, new leaders, fresh voices, and new ideas are rising, and many of them are chosen ones. You are part of a new generation of divine visionaries destined to ascend. You've felt the call to think bigger, to dream bolder, to walk into roles you once believed impossible. That push you've felt, it's heaven's confirmation that the season of wealth transfer has arrived. The spiritual realm senses this shift long before the physical world does. That's why you may have felt pressure, opposition, or isolation recently. The enemy fights hardest when promotion is near, but don't misinterpret warfare as failure. It's evidence your breakthrough is already underway. The spiritual realm knows who you are even before you see the full picture. That's why resistance increased, because heaven's resources are aligning with your name on them. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Wealth is not evil. Money is a neutral tool. It amplifies whatever it touches. In the hands of the unrighteous, it brings corruption. In the hands of the righteous, it brings healing, opportunity, transformation. That's why God is raising divine billionaires in this era. People who will build schools, feed nations, raise up families, and restore communities. You are one of those people. You've walked through enough lack to understand compassion, experienced enough pain to know purpose. Now you're ready to handle power without losing your soul. This prophetic wealth transfer isn't accidental, it's assignment. You've been chosen to steward abundance because you've known what it means to not have it. The training through hardship equips you to guide others when the moment comes. The financial elevation you are entering will not just change you, it will change everyone connected to you. But here is the truth. Not everyone will grasp this message. Some will call it fantasy, others doubt because their faith hasn't matured yet. But those who know, those whose spirit resonates with confirmation now, those are the ones heaven is speaking to. If you sense the pull, the anticipation, that inner knowing that something greater is coming, you are not mistaken. This is your sign. The chosen ones are stepping into favor that defies natural logic. Unexpected opportunities, divine connections, promotions in moments, things others spend years chasing will happen for you in days. That's not luck, it's acceleration. When you align with divine timing, grace replaces effort. You won't chase, you will attract. The prophetic season of wealth transfer is not coming, it is here. And every chosen one who remained faithful, patient, obedient, is about to see the fruit of endurance. God rewards those who didn't quit in the dark. You're about to understand what it means when heaven multiplies what you planted in tears. The famine is over, overflow begins. So, chosen one, stand tall. The shift is not near, it's active. The divine decree is clear. This is your season of supernatural wealth, divine promotion, abundant favor. Everything you lost will return multiplied. Everything you prayed for is arriving in perfect timing. And if your spirit receives this message, type 888 in the comments again, a symbol of infinite prosperity and divine alignment. This is the season where the first will be last, and the last will be first. You are not behind, you're right on time. Heaven is moving, and your name is written on the blessing about to be released. Recognition of the call to abundance. Chosen one, understand, before divine wealth manifests externally, It first stirs internally. That's why lately you've felt restless where you are. You've sensed the life you're living no longer fits the one you're meant for. That unease isn't greed, it's divine discontent. Heaven is stirring your spirit to rise into the abundance you were created for. You've probably noticed you can't tolerate lack like you once did. Mediocrity doesn't sit right anymore. You've stopped believing that struggle is noble or poverty equals humility. Deep inside, you realize limitation doesn't honor God. You were not made to live small. You were designed to expand. That inner conviction, that gentle flame inside you, is heaven whispering. You were not meant to chase money. You were meant to attract it. Every chosen one hits a moment where the old mentality collapses. Fear about money begins to fade. Guilt about wanting more disappears. You begin to see wealth, when handled with divine purpose, is holy. It's not about greed, it's about growth. It's not about show, it's about service. This is when the call to abundance becomes impossible to ignore. You begin to understand money is not the goal, it's a tool of destiny. It enables you to fund visions, uplift others, fulfill your assignment. When you perceive wealth as energy, and energy flows toward purpose, everything shifts. You stop asking, how can I get more? And begin asking, how can I serve more? Because in the spiritual law of abundance, service precedes overflow. This is also when God begins to shift your environment. Suddenly, people who influenced you no longer resonate. Conversations you once enjoyed feel hollow. You start craving growth, wisdom, and divine instruction. You begin seeking, not from fear, but because your spirit knows something big is coming. When God calls a chosen one to abundance, He also begins restructuring their circle. You can't drag an old crowd into a new calling. If you've noticed fresh ideas, creative business concepts, clarity about next steps, that's divine inspiration. These ideas are currency from heaven. Every vision you receive carries potential for wealth, but you must act. God doesn't drop money from the sky, He drops instruction, and the chosen ones who prosper are those who obey quickly. When God says, move, you move. When He says, start, you start. That's how abundance becomes manifestation, faith. But before the financial breakthrough comes, there is always a mental breakthrough. God will challenge how you think about money, success, and self-worth. You'll learn humility doesn't mean being broke, and wealth doesn't mean being proud. True humility is acknowledging every good thing comes from above. True abundance is using it for good. The chosen ones adopt a stewardship mindset. This wealth isn't mine, it flows through me. When that truth clicks, something shifts. Your vibration changes. You start attracting opportunities, favor, and divine connections without chasing them. People sense something different about you. They can't explain it, but you radiate clarity, peace, and authority. That is the moment your inner world aligns with your destiny. Sometimes this stage will feel like living between two worlds, the life you have and the one you're becoming. But that tension is transformation. You're not stuck, you're stretching. You're expanding into your next level. Every chosen one feels this pull before major elevation. It's the universe rearranging itself to match your new frequency of faith. Yes, there will be doubts. Your mind will ask, can this really happen for me? But your spirit already knows the answer. The same God who gave you the vision will give you the provision. Your assignment? Keep moving in obedience, faith, and expectation. Divine timing is never late. It's perfect. If you've been feeling that quiet urgency, that knowing you are meant to be more, to create more, to give more, this is your confirmation. The call to abundance has been activated in your life. Heaven is preparing to release financial favor that matches your divine assignment, but it starts in your mind. Think abundance. Speak abundance. Walk in abundance, even before you see it. Faith attracts what fear repels. So, chosen one, start living as though your promise is already here. Speak like a billionaire in your spirit before you become one in the natural. Wake each day with gratitude and expectation because the call has already gone out in your name. Heaven is preparing to fund your purpose. If your heart knows this truth, type 777 in the comments as a sign of divine alignment and spiritual completion, the number 7 representing fullness, perfection. You are not greedy, you are being called. You are not chasing wealth, you are stepping into purpose. The call to abundance rings, only the chosen ones can hear it. Listen closely, your name is being written on the next chapter of divine prosperity. The signs: you are being prepared for wealth. Chosen one, when heaven prepares to elevate you to abundance, signs begin appearing all around you. Subtle at first, then impossible to ignore. These signs are divine indicators that your frequency has shifted, your mind matured, your season of manifestation has arrived. These confirm that you are no longer being prepared for small blessings. You're being prepared for overflow. First sign: a deep sense of peace in uncertainty. Even when your outer situation hasn't changed, your spirit is calm and confident. That is not delusion, that is divine assurance. Heaven grants peace before prosperity because only a peaceful spirit can manage power responsibly. Second sign: a detachment from material obsession. Ironically, before rich blessings come, you lose the love of money. You stop craving luxury for validation and instead begin craving purpose, freedom, and impact. You see money not as something to hold, but as something to steward. That shift is alignment. Third sign: divine inspiration and new ideas flowing easily. Business concepts, inventions, opportunities heading your way in dreams, quiet moments, or everyday conversation. These are prophetic downloads, not just thoughts, but instructions. The chosen ones don't chase, they receive. When inspiration flows consistently, that is heaven's way of saying you're ready to receive instruction and act on it. Fourth sign: divine connections. Meeting people who seem to appear from nowhere, offering opportunity, advice, or access you could not have arranged. These aren't coincidences, they are angelic appointments. The chosen ones are surrounded by divine timing and alignment. Every handshake, introduction, encounter is part of heaven's networking. Fifth sign: unusual favor and effortless progress. Tasks you used to labor over now finish with ease. Projects that used to take months now move in weeks or days. That is the grace of acceleration. The world may call it luck, but the chosen ones know it's divine favor. You've moved from striving to flowing. Sixth sign: doors closing that no longer serve you. You will experience rejections, shifts, failed ventures. Don't mourn them. Celebrate them. God is clearing your path of distractions so greater can enter. Every no is a divine redirection to a better yes. When things start falling away rapidly, it means heaven is pruning your path for prosperity. Seventh sign, prophetic numbers and synchronicities. You might see 111, 222, 333, 777, or especially 888. These are not random. They are heavenly confirmations that your energy is aligning with abundance. Whenever you see these numbers, pause and thank God for what is already unfolding. See Deuteronomy 28:11-12. Eighth sign, heightened intuition and discernment. You begin to sense when something or someone is aligned or not. Your spirit becomes sensitive. Walking into a room, you can feel if the energy supports you or drains you. That awareness is protection. God sharpens the discernment of His chosen so they don't lose their blessing through bad company or misguided decisions. Trust the inner nudge. That is divine intelligence guiding you to prosperity. Ninth sign, hunger for wisdom and knowledge. You find yourself drawn to learning about investing, strategy, leadership. That's not random, it's your spirit expanding for your future. Divine wealth demands divine intelligence. God stirs your curiosity so you can walk into your destiny equipped. The books, mentors, opportunities appearing now. They are answers to prayers you may have forgotten you prayed. See Psalms 112:3. Tenth sign, you begin to feel chosen, not simply fortunate. The question in your heart changes from if it happens to when it happens. That shift is divine confidence. You begin walking in authority. You don't chase miracles. Miracles chase you. You've entered the billionaire frequency. When these signs appear, they are confirmation. You are being aligned with divine wealth and heavenly influence. The process you've endured wasn't random. It was preparation. God can trust you now because you proved your faith in the season of little. Now you're stepping into abundance that brings glory to Him. Pay attention, these signs are your roadmap. The dreams, the people, the ideas, they're heaven's strategy to usher you into your billionaire season. If you're seeing 3 or more of these signs, this message is your confirmation. Type 888 in the comments again as your declaration. I am ready, not only to receive, but to manage divine wealth with wisdom, humility, and power. Your preparation is complete. The signs are here. Heaven is saying, my child, you proved faithful over little. Now I will make you ruler over much. See Luke 16:10. The spiritual tests before elevation. Chosen. 1. Before divine wealth can rest securely in your hands, there is a series of tests: spiritual, emotional, moral. These are not punishments, they are preparations. Every chosen one called to abundance must first be proven trustworthy. Money without wisdom becomes destruction. You've been chosen to carry something great. Heaven must ensure your heart is ready. The first test, patience. When you pray for increase, often God responds with waiting. He delays not because you're unworthy, but because He is strengthening you. Seasons of waiting are not empty, they are classrooms of endurance. You may have felt stuck while others seemed to rise, but your delay was divine. While they rushed, Heaven refined you. The second test, integrity. Before blessing, God places situations that challenge character, opportunities to shortcut, compromise, gain advantage dishonorably. Each time you choose truth over ease, you strengthen your spiritual foundation. Your name is worth more than gold. Integrity is your currency in heaven's economy. The third test, humility. Before elevation, God must ensure you won't forget Him. You may be overlooked, underpaid, or underestimated, but these moments crush pride and build grace. When you remain kind while unseen, grateful while unrecognized. You prove your ego doesn't control you. The chosen ones rise through humility, not arrogance. God promotes those who remember all power comes from above. The fourth test, loss. Many chosen ones experience sudden setbacks, financial collapse, betrayals, unexpected endings. These moments remove false dependencies and reveal where your trust truly lies. God will strip everything built on unstable foundations so He can rebuild you in truth. It's painful but necessary. Loss teaches stewardship. It humbles the heart and sharpens focus. When you can thank God in loss as much as in gain, you prove your faith is unconditional. The fifth test, isolation. Before abundance, God often puts you in a hidden place. Fewer calls, fewer friends, more solitude. This is not rejection, it is separation. Divine wealth needs clarity, and clarity comes in silence. In this season, you will be misunderstood. People may think you've changed, but that quietness is sacred. You're being prepared privately for a public elevation. Every chosen one must walk through solitude before being seen. The sixth test, generosity. Heaven watches how you handle little before giving you more. God will ask you to give when you feel you have nothing. He tests your heart. Will you hoard or give? Every act of generosity in lack is a seed for future overflow. You'll never outgive the divine. The seventh test, focus. Distractions escalate as breakthrough approaches. Old habits, past relationships, fear and temptation will try to pull you off course. The enemy can't stop your blessing, but he can scatter your attention so you miss it when it arrives. Guard your time, guard your energy, staying focused on your assignment despite noise. That shows discipline, and discipline is the key to sustained wealth. The eighth test, gratitude. Sometimes the final stage before abundance is simple appreciation. God waits to see if you can be thankful for little before multiplying it. Gratitude is the language of increase. When you celebrate progress rather than complain about process, you shift into harvest mindset. See Psalms 128, verse 1. The ninth test, obedience. You will receive instructions that make no sense. Leave a job, start a business, invest when it feels risky. Obedience activates miracles. Every time you trust the inner nudge from the Holy Spirit, you step into alignment. Delayed obedience is disobedience. The chosen ones who act fast when God speaks experience accelerated blessings. Remember, hidden behind your breakthrough often lies one act of obedience. Finally, the 10th test, stewardship. God will give you small platforms, modest income, minor influence, and observe what you do with it. How you handle the little determines how much more He'll entrust you with. If you waste, you wait. If you honor, you multiply. Stewardship is divine arithmetic. Treat with care, and it grows. If you've faithfully managed small, even when invisible, this is your sign. You're ready for more. Chosen one. Every test you've faced, every delay, rejection and disappointment, they weren't wasted. You were refined, not ruined. God wasn't punishing you. He was preparing you to carry the weight of wealth. Abundance requires character strong enough to carry it. Many desire success. Few can sustain it. The chosen are those who can hold power without losing purity. Now you understand the purpose behind your tests. You can rest in the truth. Nothing was in vain. Every trial built strength. Every setback sharpened wisdom. You are being elevated, not because you're perfect, but because you've proven faithful. So, if you felt like life has been testing you endlessly, congratulations. That means you're close. Heaven tests hardest just before the blessing breaks. The pressure you're feeling is the final stage before expansion. The weight you've carried is about to transform into wealth. Type 999 in the comments if you receive this message. The number 9 signals completion, and your testing phase is complete. The next chapter is manifestation. Chosen one, you've passed the tests. You've shown faith under fire, humility under hardship, obedience under uncertainty. Heaven has witnessed it all. Now God is saying, you've proved trustworthy. Prepare to receive what I promised: divine strategies and angelic guidance toward wealth. Divine strategy and angelic guidance. Chosen one, now that you have endured the training and proven faithful, you must understand this next phase. The stage of divine strategy and angelic guidance. This is when heaven begins revealing how you'll step into your promised wealth. You won't stumble into abundance. You'll be guided into it. The spiritual realm is now opening to release instructions, directions, and divine blueprints for your next move. When a chosen one reaches this level, angels begin to move with precision around your life. These are not coincidences, they are divine alignments. You'll begin to receive what I call prophetic downloads. Ideas, concepts, or revelations coming so clearly, it's as though someone whispered them into your soul. That is because they were. The Holy Spirit and your assigned angels are releasing strategy into your spirit. The wealth you're about to walk into isn't earthly crafted, it's heaven engineered. You may notice these strategies come in various forms: through dreams, where you see yourself in business, surrounded by success; through spiritual encounters, when a thought feels too wise to be simply yours; through unexpected messengers who deliver the precise advice or confirmation you needed. These are your angelic helpers, placed along your path so you don't miss your timing. Divine strategy is unlike human planning. The world builds wealth by force, competition, manipulation. The chosen build wealth through alignment, inspiration, and obedience. When heaven reveals strategy, it carries peace, not pressure. The chosen don't chase, they flow. When you align with divine instruction, what you need begins to flow toward you with grace and ease. Doors open you didn't knock on. People find you. You don't search for them. That is divine orchestration. Heaven moving pieces for you. Many chosen ones ignore these gentle instructions because they expect something dramatic. But the divine seldom shouts. It whispers. The strategy for your next level may come as a small nudge. Start that project. Call that person, send that message, invest in that idea. Don't dismiss inner promptings. They're not random. They're divine commands disguised as intuition. Every major breakthrough begins with one small, obedient step. And understand this, your angels aren't just protectors, they're also administrators of opportunity. When you pray for guidance, heaven dispatches them to prepare platforms, shift timelines, and open doors before you step in. That's why timing matters. Move too early and you enter an unprepared door. Move too late and the opportunity may have closed. But when you move at the appointed time, everything clicks. That's why prayer and stillness are your greatest current assets. They keep you tuned to the heavenly frequency. Sometimes divine guidance will ask you to do something uncomfortable. Step out of your comfort zone. Let go of what's familiar. Invest when it feels risky. That's because each instruction tests trust. When heaven says, do something that defies logic but gives you peace, that is confirmation. It's from above. Your obedience at that moment activates supernatural favor. The chosen who move boldly in faith attract abundance faster than those who analyze endlessly. Also, don't be surprised if your angels begin to reveal themselves more clearly in this season. You might feel tingling when you pray. You may experience sudden warmth when you make a decision. You might repeatedly see numbers like 111, 44, or 888. These are confirmations from the spiritual realm. Your steps are being guided. When you see them, thank God for the direction and keep moving in faith. Divine strategy also demands discipline. God gives ideas, but expects execution. A vision without action is just a dream. The chosen who prosper are those who listen and move. Heaven provides the plan. You bring consistency. Each small, faithful action multiplies your momentum. Don't underestimate steady obedience. Divine wealth flows through consistent alignment with revelation. And here's a truth many people miss. Divine guidance isn't only about business or money, it's about mindset. Heaven will teach you how to think differently. You'll begin hearing affirmations in your spirit. Don't think small. You're capable. It's already done. These are divine affirmations being imprinted into your subconscious. They are rewiring your belief to match your destiny. Remember, before wealth manifests externally, it must exist internally. Your angels and the Holy Spirit cord together your thoughts and environment. That's why you must guard your atmosphere, your home, your music, your thoughts, your words. Negativity blocks divine frequency. Keep your space peaceful, prayerful, grateful. The more aligned your energy, the clearer your guidance. Heaven speaks in clarity, not confusion. You may also notice divine patterns, repeated phrases in conversations, a topic that keeps coming up, an idea you can't shake. These are spiritual breadcrumbs. Follow them. They lead directly into your next assignment. Don't ignore repetition. Heaven repeats what it doesn't want you to forget. And chosen one. Always remember this. Divine strategy is not given so you can enrich yourself. It's given so you can resource others. The wealth you receive isn't for you alone. It's for purpose. You are a vessel of distribution. The angels assigned to your life are not just here to prepare you to receive. They are preparing you to give. Before this section closes, pause and reflect. Think on the ideas, dreams, and instructions that have surfaced lately. Ask, what has God been nudging me to start? What have I delayed out of fear? Those questions unlock your next level. The moment you act, you align with divine flow. If this message resonates in your spirit, type 444 in the comments. That number symbolizes angelic presence and divine guidance. Declare it out loud. I am guided. I am protected. I am aligned with divine strategy. Because chosen one, your next chapter will not arrive through human effort alone. It will come through divine partnership. The heavens are now working in your favor. Angels are maneuvering the right people, the right timing, and the right opportunities for you. Your only job? Listen. Move when prompted. You've completed the preparation. Now you enter the execution. This is not the hour to doubt. It's the hour to obey. Heaven's strategies never fail. You are being guided straight into your billionaire destiny, step by step, divine by divine, transformation into a kingdom builder. Once divine wealth begins to flow into your life, you'll quickly realize it was never just about money. The real purpose of your abundance is kingdom building. God never blesses without intention. Every resource, every opportunity, every dollar placed into your hands is a divine assignment. You are not being made wealthy merely to live in comfort. You are being elevated to build something enduring. This is where your transformation begins. The same person who once prayed, "Help me survive," now becomes a vessel for revival. The same heart that cried for breakthrough will now create that breakthrough for others. You are moving from receiver to restorer, from dreamer to distributor. That is what being a kingdom builder looks like. Using divine wealth to expand light, truth, and impact across the world. When you become a kingdom builder, your priorities shift. You no longer ask, "What can I get?" You ask, "What can I give?" You begin thinking about legacy, not just for your own bloodline, but for humanity. You begin to see money as ministry, not measurement. Wealth becomes a weapon against poverty, ignorance, and hopelessness. And you, chosen one, are the warrior entrusted to wield it. That is why your journey has been so intense. God had to purify your motives before releasing massive wealth. If He blessed you too early, the money might have controlled you. But now you're different. You've learned contentment in lack and gratitude in delay. You no longer see money as validation, you see it as a vehicle. That is why you're ready now. Heaven can trust you with more because you finally understand why you're being given, not to live luxuriously, but to lead with love. As a kingdom builder, you will begin to attract divine partnerships. Other chosen ones will surface, not just business partners, they will be destiny allies. Together, you'll create projects that bless communities, build foundations, fund missions, and empower those who've been forgotten. This is divine networking, heaven gathering its ambassadors on earth to carry out a global assignment. You'll also notice your creativity increases. Ideas will come that solve real-world problems. You'll see opportunity where others only see obstacles. That's divine innovation. The chosen ones influence industries. They don't just join them. You were not created to fit into systems. You were chosen to redesign them according to divine order. But here is what you must never forget. Kingdom building begins inside. Before you build externally, you must build internally. That means your spiritual foundation must be strong. Prayer, meditation, gratitude, service. Divine power flows only through purity. The moment ego replaces humility, the flow slows. Always remember, you are manager of heaven's wealth, not owner. When you honor that truth, resources will never stop flowing through you. There is reason God chose you. You've tasted lack, so you understand empathy. You've faced betrayal, so you value loyalty. You've been overlooked, so you know how to lift others. These experiences have built the compassion needed to carry divine power. When the chosen one becomes a kingdom builder, wealth becomes love in motion. You'll feed the hungry, clothe the needy, educate the lost, empower the weak, not because you must, but because you can. And make no mistake, this doesn't mean you can't enjoy what you built. God delights when His children live beautifully. Luxury is not sinful when stewarded with gratitude. You can have the mansion, the business, the travel, as long as your heart remains humble. The difference between worldly billionaires and divine billionaires is purpose. One hoards for ego, the other circulates for eternity. As you rise, your influence grows. People will look to you for leadership and wisdom. That is why integrity remains your greatest asset. Your life will preach louder than your words. The way you treat others, the way you make decisions, the way you handle success, all of it will reflect heaven. You are not just managing money, you are representing the kingdom. And chosen one, never underestimate the impact of your obedience. Every time you said yes to divine instruction, you built more than an empire. You constructed a legacy that will outlive you. The projects you start, the people you help, the foundations you build, they are eternal structures. Long after your name is forgotten, the seeds you planted will still be producing. That is the mark of a true kingdom builder. You'll also notice something else. The more you give, the more you receive. That's not just motivation, it's spiritual law. Giving multiplies flow. The divine economy works differently than the world's. The more you pour out, the more heaven replenishes. That is why you will never run dry, because you are a channel, not a container. As you walk in this transformation, always protect your spirit from pride and greed. These are the enemies of divine wealth. Pride says, "Look what I did." Humility says, "Look what God did through me." When you remain humble, your influence continues to expand effortlessly. Heaven promotes those who don't forget their source. So, chosen one, step boldly into your role. You are no longer student of wealth, you are steward of it. You've been trained in obscurity so you can lead in abundance. Your hands are anointed to build, your mind is anointed to create. Your words are anointed to inspire. You are becoming a kingdom builder, a carrier of heaven's vision into earthly form. If your heart receives this, type 111 in the comments. That number represents divine creation and new beginnings. It's your declaration. I am ready to build for the kingdom, because your time is now. The transformation is complete. You are not simply a chosen one anymore. You are a divine architect. The blueprint has been given. The resources are aligning. Heaven is ready to move through you. Build boldly. Build wisely. Build eternally. The kingdom is counting on you. Your billionaire season has begun. Chosen one, the time you've been praying for, the moment your spirit sensed approaching. The season heaven prepared you for. It is here. You are no longer waiting. You are manifesting. The shift is not coming. It has already begun. You have passed the tests. You have received divine instruction. You have embraced transformation. Now the divine decree over your life is being fulfilled. Your billionaire season is here. You feel it, don't you? That undeniable inner knowing, the same voice that kept whispering, "You were meant for more," is now becoming reality. The peace that once seemed distant is now constant. The favor that once seemed delayed is now accelerating. What once required effort now moves with ease, because you've entered divine alignment. The chosen don't chase blessings. Blessings find them. Everything that belongs to you is being magnetically drawn into your life. This is not a season of small wins, it's a season of overflow. You will see doors open that made no human sense. Debts cleared, businesses multiplying, creative ideas producing exponential results. That is the mark of divine favor. God has stepped into your affairs and turned your preparation into manifestation. Remember, this is not random luck, it's prophetic fulfillment. Everything that once confused you now makes sense. The waiting was training, the loss was pruning, the silence was set up. Heaven aligned every detail behind the scenes while you were being refined in faith. You had to be broken before you could be built. Now you are built, strong, humble, wise. God is releasing resources that match your maturity. The divine wealth coming your way isn't for vanity. It's for visibility. so the world can recognize what divine favor looks like on a chosen one. You will be a living testimony that obedience still pays, that purity still prospers, that faith still works. People will ask, "How did they do it?" And your answer will be, "I didn't. God did." But never forget, with new levels come new stewardship. Wealth isn't just what you receive, it's what you multiply and manage. The divine economy flows through responsibility. The more faithfully you handle abundance, the more heaven entrusts you with. That's why this is called a billionaire season, not only financially, but spiritually, mentally, and relationally. You are entering a dimension of complete abundance, a wholeness in every area of life. As this season unfolds, keep your spirit pure, keep your intentions holy. Remember, what's coming is not ordinary success, it's generational. You are carrying blessings that will outlast you. The decisions you make now will shape destinies yet unborn. You are not merely being blessed, you are being positioned as a divine distributor. Through you, families rise, communities restore, the kingdom advances. Chosen one. In this season, you will notice that everything begins to connect. The right people will find you, the right partnerships will form, the right timing will align. That's what happens when heaven endorses your movement. Things that once took years will now take weeks. The no's that once hurt you will now make sense. They kept space for divine yeses. The delays are over. The acceleration has begun. And as you rise higher, remember to stay grounded. Pride will whisper, "Look what I did." Wisdom will remind you, "Look what God did through me." Stay humble enough to serve, bold enough to lead. The chosen are called to bring influence with grace, not arrogance. Let your wealth preach louder than your words. Use your abundance as proof of faith, not of superiority. Many will look to you for guidance. Some will misunderstand your blessing, but your job is not to justify it. It's to exemplify it. Live in such a way that your prosperity points back to divine glory. Be the proof that obedience produces overflow. Be the evidence that walking in purpose attracts provision. And when you see the wealth begin to manifest, the promotions, the profits, the property, the peace, do not shrink back in disbelief. Embrace it fully. You've earned this through endurance. You've aligned this through obedience. You've been faithful through fire. You deserve to walk boldly in this new dimension. This is your divine inheritance. Right now, heaven is declaring, it's your time. The season of waiting is finished. The season of receiving is here. The world is about to witness what happens when a chosen one steps fully into their purpose. You're not just going to have money, you're going to have meaning. You're not just going to touch wealth, you're going to transform lives with it. So, chosen one, stand tall. You've moved from trials into triumph, from preparation into possession. Every tear, every sacrifice, every sleepless night, they were not in vain. God saw them all. And He is rewarding you openly. Your billionaire season is officially underway. Declare this now in faith. I am chosen. I am ready. I am walking in divine abundance. I am a kingdom billionaire. Say it until it feels real, because it is. Speak it into the atmosphere and let heaven echo it back. And if your soul receives this truth, type 888 in the comments. That number honors infinite prosperity and divine new beginnings. Let it be your public declaration that you are ready to receive everything heaven has stored for you. Share this message with another chosen one who's been waiting for confirmation. You never know whose destiny depends on your obedience, because this is it. The doors are open, angels are moving, the overflow has begun. You are not stepping into wealth. Wealth is stepping into you. The blessings are already in motion. The contracts, ideas, opportunities, divine partnerships, they have already been released in your favor. Chosen one, your billionaire season has begun. Not sometime later. Now, walk in it, speak it, own it, live it. Heaven has spoken, and nothing can reverse what has already been written over your life.